Yo, what up? What up? What's good, son? What up, son? Oh, salute to your hairdo, man. It's a lot. Bro, you got the oxtails and all that. Salute. Eating that. Yeah, niggas like eating tails. Hope you fly now on some fly ish. Yeah, I'm just here at work. Everybody gone, so I'm here by myself. I ain't get a chance to go to the store to get my snacks, and I'm just here right now, chilling. Chilling. Okay, okay, okay. Eh. And then 38 Special and Jadakiss, this shit getting crazy. And I ain't know Jim Jones, he was gatekeeping for real. 'Cause remember 8 months ago, Jim Jones, it was him and Joe what Joe Button. They were sitting down on the podcast, and Jim Jones said that he think that we should be gatekeeping the podcast and all that shit. Then now you hear that ever since 38 Special went at Jim Jones and talked about Chrissy, now 38 Special is not on Dave East album on the song no more because Dave East is part of Jim Jones podcast. And then all the people like what's his name Joe Button and other podcasts won't let 38 Special come speak his piece on their platforms because Jim Jones blackballed him or blacklisted him, whatever the term is. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that, talking about Jim Jones and Joe Button, talking about since they rappers and they podcasting now, they need to gatekeep the people, you know what I mean, or gatekeep this podcast shit or whatever. Who could come in and who's accepted on these podcast shows? So like seeing everything now, you know what I mean, it reminds me of that. And hip hop get disrespectful. Jay Z talk about how he fucked Nas' baby mother and left condoms on the baby's back seat. So I don't get. I think that's more disrespectful than what 38 Special said about Chrissy. Get what I'm saying? And that ether, that nigga said a lot. Nas said a lot about Jay Z, disrespectful shit, and like we're beefing now. Like, but whatever. When Kiss was taking them 3 shots and them 3 songs and shit, he didn't think it was gonna get this ugly. But yeah, back to Jim Jones gatekeeping with Joe Button. And now 38 Special is not on certain people's albums or songs no more because Jim Jones and his feelings. And then I was thinking about when Max B came home or whatever, he was so quick to say that he don't want no problem with Jim Jones and he want to keep the peace and all that shit. Cause Jim Jones is a gatekeeper. Max B wouldn't have a career if he would have came out on that same rhetoric talking about Jim Jones and disrespecting Chrissy and shit. But yeah, where Max B at? I want Max B take on this shit. Or if Max B don't want to be seen because Jim Jones is like gatekeeping. He got 2 shows. He got that artist to artist shit, and then he got the Let's Rap About a podcast with Fab Mano and Dave East. And I'm just saying that, damn. And then as far as um, he's in contact with Joe Buttons, um, probably some other bloggers that we don't know, and they all staying on code for Jim Jones with his 38 special. Um, all this 38 special situation showed me is that upstate be superior than New York. New York, they all want to gather together to tag up or tag team on this nigga 38 special. He said he want, what, 3 rounds, a quarter million, 3 judges. Why Kiss won't do this shit? The Kiss is so nice. Why Kiss won't go at 38 special with a diss song like how he did Beanie or 50? And then when you go listen to Beanie Siegel versus Jadakiss, Beanie won back then. That's how I felt. Jadakiss ain't beat Beanie. You know what I mean? Like, and then I gotta go listen to 50 Cent versus Jadakiss because I'm convinced that 50 really not really like get too lyrical. I could see him backing off Jadakiss or whatever. Cause Kiss gonna say some shit. But other than that, like when you look at Jadakiss' track record, he ain't beat Beanie. It was debatable did he beat 50. And then now with 38 special, like Jadakiss is looking a certain kind of way. I'm gonna do a couple videos on Jadakiss, like you're not really from the streets. Cause if you go look at Jadakiss' interview with his father, Jadakiss' father say that Jadakiss come from a 2-parent home. He went to a private school. He wasn't really in the streets. So how Jadakiss this big drug kingpin or drug dealer? Like, come on, man. We get these niggas too much credit, man. Just like Jay-Z was the super kingpin, but he wasn't. DeHaven was the super kingpin, and Jay-Z was his brother. Which if you the right hand man to the nigga that's the plug, you kind of like the man too, but you not the man, nigga. Yeah, that's how I feel about Jadakiss. I could play the interview right now where his father say that Jadakiss had 2 parents, went to a private school like Clarence, lived home with both parents. And they got a good marriage. Like Eminem said at 8 Mile, nigga, like Jadakiss is one of those people that had both parents. And then he could have went to any kind of after school activity. He went to private school. And then Jadakiss, you can watch right now, Jadakiss break dancing. So he was like a nerd that liked hip hop. That used to break dance and shit. And all the street gangster persona, that's New York persona. New York, we gangster or hustlers. So that's why Jadakiss put on that persona. Watch Scarface and all them casino movies to make his character Jadakiss or whatever. But go watch Jadakiss' interview with his father. Jadakiss' father tells on him. And then Jadakiss' father said that, yo, he had 2 parents, and then Jadakiss was like, shh, like it was a secret or something. Go watch if y'all don't watch it, I'm gonna do videos on it, clipping that thing where Jadakiss' father said he had 2 parents, and then Jadakiss was like, shh, don't tell everybody that. And he was like, yo, Jadakiss wasn't in the street. He was like, shh. He was like, yo, he went to a private school. He was like, shh. Somebody on the podcast, like, don't tell that. Like, don't tell that. Don't expose Jadakiss for not really being in the street. And if Jadakiss and the Locks got signed when they were 19, 20 years old, that means they just got out of high school. Where did they have time to sell drugs or be kingpins or be gangsters out there on the street? Or when they got some kind of level to success or whatever, they might have gave their homie some money to get some work, and they flipped that. So that's why Jadakiss could claim that he was in the street, because he did give his people some work in the street allegedly. And that's why he would think that he's a kingpin, because he got people working for him, selling whatever for him, allegedly. But yeah, Jadakiss, to me, he's not really street. And then his father's saying that, and Jadakiss not saying his father's a lie. And then I know some people that has best of both worlds, had both parents or whatever, could have did different things but chose the streets. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But it's like you could have had a whole different other kind of life, but you want to be down with the neighborhood or down with the gang or down with selling drugs, allegedly. But yeah, salute to Jada, man. I'm thinking about Jadakiss, the Locks, all them are nerds now. So I'm gonna do a couple of videos about the Locks being nerds and all that. And you go watch the old interview about Jadakiss. Jadakiss' father say he's not from the street, and then Styles too. Styles was a good kid too. Went to college. All these smart kids, man. But yeah, man. Hold on, I'm about to play the thing. Jadakiss' father, yo. I was like, nah, Jada. Jada not from the streets. Nigga ain't from the hood, nigga.
Since he became a father, he just came to appreciate growing up in a two-parent household. Actually, it was a label that he didn't really want to talk about because it wasn't street. I mean, so I mean, and he didn't tell you he went to private school, and we had that wasn't that nigga.
See, that's why I said Jada Kiss got exposed. I'm just mad clips. So I'm probably gonna clip them, put them all together, like how Jada Kiss street and his people saying that he wasn't in the street. He had both parents. He went to a private school. That means he was a nerd. To me, and not to say that you can't have best of both worlds, meaning have both parents go to private school and get have different opportunities than be in the street. I know some people that dibble them both, but it's like you can have both parent and don't have to choose the streets. Why would you? Unless you just want to be down, or you feel like your lifestyle as a regular kid with two parents, private school, that's not cool enough. So you got to get some smut on your name. You got to do some dirt in the street, get some work or some shit, start rapping and shit to be down with the inner crowd. Come on, Jada. But that's your favorite, right? I love Jada, right? Jada Kiss, right? Selling them drugs, right? Nah, but we never knew Jada was Jada. To me, he do the best love songs. Like him and Fab, Jada Kiss do the best love songs, like featuring chicks like the what's that song with Mariah Carey on the Kiss of Death? You know what I mean? What it was like KISS me, and all I want to do is make love. Jadakiss good at making songs for the ladies, man, and doing songs like Why and What If. But hustling and being gangster, not in Jadakiss lane, man. Knock yourself out. Are you modeling, mom? Knock yourself out. Are you modeling, mom? Are we gonna make it? We gonna make it. And he was talking mad songs on it. He said that you're gonna have to use the you're gonna have to use the scale that you're gonna have to use the scale that they weigh wells on. I'm like, Jadakiss, you're not flipping birds like that. But him watching Scarface and drug dealer movies like Paid in Full, I would think that anybody, you know what I mean, with some money and you could fake a persona, then you would think that you were a big kingpin too. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Jadakiss. He not from the streets. You know what I mean? He ain't been in trouble. Probably don't got no record. But 38 Special, he been locked up a couple times. You know what I mean? Real street nigga. Even Rochester nigga just saying that. You go look up 38 Special in Rochester, you going to see some hate. And then a lot of them people that was hating on 38 Special, they all apologized as a man publicly on camera, said that I wasn't cool with 38 Special 2 years ago, so I was hating on him. So I said that he was a rat, but now I'm apologizing as a man. I was like, oh shit, 38 Special, man. Real nigga from Rochester, nigga, really selling drugs, really probably still selling drugs, allegedly. Jadakiss never sold no drugs. If you went to private school, and at the private school or college or whatever, you get an opportunity to rap for Puffy and all that. But even if you didn't rap for Puffy and get that deal, your father had other plans for you. Your dad was successful in whatever he was doing, and you could have went down that same career as far as legacy with your dad. And I don't know if you watched the interview with Jadakiss' father. He said he was disappointed when Jadakiss started to rap or whatever because I got you in private schools, highly educated schools. Like, why would you want to do that? Go watch the interview with Jadakiss' father. He exposed Jadakiss on so many different levels of him not being street, him having two parents, private school, and just having different opportunities. He didn't have to choose rap. That's how Jadakiss' father made it seem like I had everything structured for my son after school, but he chose rap. I was kind of disappointed, but once he kind of made it, and I started getting some money off that, the father wasn't mad at Jada no more, because, you know what I mean, you made some shit that could make some money. Like everybody back in the 80s and 90s ain't know hip hop was really gonna pop off. It wasn't until the 2000s where we really seen the money because the labels were raping everybody for the money in the 90s. And in 2000, that's when Jay-Z and 50 and everybody started being bosses and all that stuff. So pay attention to the timeline. The 80s and the 90s with the drug dealers extorting the rappers, or the rappers wanting to be like drug dealers back in the 90s. And then, in the 2000s, that's when the rappers start being more bosses or whatever, or owning shit, or making it look like they were bosses, but they were signed to they were signed to another label that signed to another label that signed to another label. So it's just like I look at that shit, but yeah, Jadakiss being a street nigga, no, he a smart, educated nerd nigga that took advantage of a good opportunity of rapping and Not to say he wasn't around street niggas, not to say he ain't sell no weed or no little kid stuff at that time, but he was a good kid, man. Wasn't selling no kilos, nigga. You probably selling weed, nigga. And if you was selling crack, nigga, you was selling little shit, nigga. You wasn't selling no fucking kilos, nigga. But yeah, salute to Jada though, man. Y'all love that nigga, man. Even his father said he wasn't a street nigga. Jada Kiss had both parents, and both parents had a good marriage. I gotta go listen to that Eminem song about Clarence and Papa Doc and shit, cause that story that Eminem was talking about Clarence and good parents, that's like Jada Kiss' whole story. So how you thug? You like Papa Doc? That's why I said I'm gonna do a video about how Jada Kiss is the new Papa Doc of rap. Y'all probably not gonna like it, probably not gonna like the video, but I don't care. I just said I'm repping upstate, 38 special, body in these niggas. The diss track is not like top tier or whatever, but it's like a six. It's like a six, and his intent wasn't going at Jada. He was going at Jimmy. He like the first verse is kind of light on Jada Kiss because Jada Kiss wasn't really speaking up for herself. Oh, scary ass bitch ass nigga. And then Jim Jones had a, you know what I mean, had a alley hoop or catapult himself into the shit because Kiss ain't really about that shit and Jimmy ain't about that shit either. But at the same time, you know what I mean, 38 special that dude, man. And upstate we getting our chance now because they respect the Griselda gang, Benny and all that shit. They respect the Stove guys, but they ain't really giving it to us until now. And then now they might not even give it to upstate now because we violate these niggas. Like how the old New York used to be, and they used to violate upstate New York niggas in the 90s. In the 90s, the city niggas was running everything, but now everything is backwards now. You know what I mean? The city niggas are scared of the upstate niggas, and the upstate niggas got the sound now because in New York, they're 50 years old still talking about crack, or you got the young generation doing drill music, which is Chicago movement. So New York, we just dick riding Chicago drill shit, right? Or we just speeded it up fast, right? Or we swagged it out. We made it look better than Chief Keef and them dusty niggas in Chicago, right? I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, man, I would tell you to go watch that interview. Go watch the short. Y'all people don't got a good attention span. There's clips on Jada Kids. Just look up Jada Kids Fall, and they're gonna show you all the clips if you can't watch the whole interview. And they clipped all the good parts where it's saying Jada Kids not really from the street. He had good parents. They had a good marriage, and he went to a private school. And his dad wanted him to be an accountant or a lawyer or some shit, some nerd shit. I told you that. But yeah, man. So salute to Jada though, man. You ain't from the streets, and then Styles, we gonna find out that David Styles. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I lost respect for the locks, and I lost respect for the locks and Styles and Jada Kiss around the time where Styles P was talking to 50 on the radio, and 50 made Styles P, which is supposed to be the hardest nigga in New York. 50 calmed that nigga Styles P down, or Styles P ain't want no smoke with 50. 50 was trying to talk. 50 was talking reckless, and Styles P was like, "Yo, just give me some business advice or whatever," on some other coward pussy nigga shit. So go watch that interview with 50 talking to Styles P and back this nigga down, make Styles P like a soft ass nigga, but Styles P supposed to be the hardest nigga in New York. Get out of here with that. I'm going back with MOP. What's his name? Bobby Sutton and Little Fame. MOP is beside Upstate now. So the hardest people that's in New York was MOP. Cause I can see them coming from Brooklyn, putting that work in. Jada Kiss and the Locks, they ain't even from the city. They from Yonkers. Them niggas good kids. Probably Sheik too. Probably Sheik, David Styles, and Jada Kiss. They all probably went to a private school, or they all went to the same private school and shit. That's why they're friends forever or whatever. Cause they had the same kind of lifestyle and shit. Growing up with both parents. You know what I mean? Private school. You don't really have to hustle. Your parents are taking care of everything. There's two people in the household, so you got everything you need. Both parents work. You got everything you need or want. You had the new J's, not because you was hustling, Jada, because your parents had a good job. Don't listen to me, man. Don't listen. Please don't listen to me.
Boy, since he became a father, family is everything, man. That's real. I mean, life ain't nothing without family. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have family and friends, since he became a father, he just came to appreciate growing up in a two-parent household. Actually, it was a late family that didn't really want to talk
But yeah, that's your favorite rapper, man. Oh, how the city never respected upstate. They always would call us country or disrespect us in a certain kind of way, and they wouldn't take our music until Griselda gang came in, because Griselda preserved the New York sound, and now they want to give it to New York State because we reserve the true New York sound and how we supposed to sound, not on no fucking South shit. 'Cause remember when all the down south rappers, or remember when all the New York rappers started rapping like down south, and then they start doing the drill shit. But Griselda gang or upstate, we always rap like how we always rapped in New York. So that's what I'm talking about. That the city never respected upstate as far as anything, and now we getting now we flipping on them. That upstate niggas got the city niggas up in a roar. All them niggas is coward and won't battle 38 special, and we got the New York true sound upstate. Upstate, we got the New York true sound. Everybody in the city right now is doing drill music, which is Chicago shit, which is dick rod and glazed and shit. I don't respect that. And I said that now, upstate, we got the sound and we got the attention, man. You know what I mean? So salute the 38 special, man. I ain't messing with Jada Kiss right now. He was never really no street nigga to me. He was a nerd. Father exposed him. I'm about to do 20 videos on Jada Kiss not being a street nigga, man. Ah, salute, Jada. Salute.